Hello, bear.
Alright, so Lost Vale. Wing 2. That would be this one wing over to the right. First video was that wing over there, and that's the middle wing. So we're going to go do this. The clips you're about to see are actually a mix of old footage and new footage. Some of the encounters have changed a little bit. So that's why on some clips I will be playing as my DOK, and on some clips I will be playing as my Blackguard. Hopefully it will still be just as informative from both perspectives. Alright, stay tuned.
Okay, so this boss is so easy, but he looks cool. He's kind of a big Yeti, big brown Yeti. And basically the idea is you just keep hitting him, and every now and then he's going to punt some people over that cliff, and when they come back up, like you'll see over here, there's some of these lizards that come with him, because they're all down in that pit. But he's widely considered to be one of the easiest bosses in this dungeon, and some people say even in the game, because he's just so easy to kill. So I will let you know what he drops. Alright, he's about to die, and down he goes. And he dropped a shaman belt, blue sword, some dye. So pretty good. Next. So this is an optional boss. He's an ogre in a cave.
Everybody get ready. We got a room in a...
And
Everybody in.
he's pretty cool. He's just kind of a easy tank and spank type guy, and he disables and stuff, so the main thing is to avoid his massive AoE. Everyone has to be inside of the cave for it to work. Otherwise he will bug out. So you have to guard the healers to keep them from taking too much damage. And other than that, it's pretty much just a tank and spank. So I will let you know what happens after we kill him. Alright, he's getting low on health. Everybody's popping their rank 4 morales on him. A lot of spell effects. Die! There he goes. And he dropped Zealot Gloves. Ooh, a really nice tank item. And cloak. And yeah, some blue dye.
So this is the gut beater. The trick with the gut beater is to have one tank stay on the gut beater, and then if you see over here there's a little guy, that's the Noblar. Tooth Noblar is his name. He's just a 42 champion. And the concept is you need one person to stay on the Noblar, one person to stay on the gut beater. Over time the Noblar increases in his rage, and as soon as he gets too enraged, he starts hitting for a ton of damage. Now you could kill the Noblar, that's no problem, but as soon as you kill him, the gut beater gets enraged for a period of time. So you basically have to balance it out so that you only kill the Noblar at the utmost important time. You used to be able to cheese this mob and kind of bug him out, but you can't do it anymore, so you know, yeah. Alright, the gut beater is getting low on health. What we basically did is we kited the Noblar out of the room and used a special technique that ended up leaving the Noblar aggroed on the corpse of one of our tanks. And there we go. We killed the gut beater. Now we're going to go res up one of our members before we loot this guy, but I will let you know what happens for the loot. So he drops gloves, nothing that spectacular. One thing that is more interesting though is Ever Queen Spirit spawns after each boss, and you want to talk to her if you're doing the quest. You're going to need to do the quest in order to get to the next bit. So there you go. Moving on. Alright, so for this encounter, it's pretty easy to figure out. You've you've got these three mind worshippers or mind warpers. They're Dark Promise mind warpers, and they see they're in this ethereal state. It's not really a boss because they don't actually drop anything, but it's required in order for you to move on. So there's all these little pads on the ground. You need to have your party populate these pads, and then as soon as you do, the Everqueen spawns with a shield around her, and then these chicks go from being ethereal to being real. So it's just a tank and spank because they're just level 42 champions. And I will zoom in full screen here so you guys can get a better view of it, even though I'm on the far end of this stuff. And there you have it. This is really easy. So, moving on. Alright, this next guy is Gorak the Ancient. You used to be able to kill him by having all of your healers stand up here and have your tanks against the wall there. The basic deal is he's a dragon ogre, and he has a frontal cleave, and he also has some nasty lightning that he likes to throw down on the ground. So the basic idea is we're going to not die to him like that. Okay, I'll let you know what happens in take 2.
Alright, so he's kind of just a basic tank and spank. And I will let you guys know what he drops. Alright, this dude is about to go down. And the main deal with him is you just gotta watch for his knockback, and then he also does a little bit of lightning. But if all your healers are up on that ledge and you've got a tank in front and a tank behind, cross-guarding, you're good to go. And there we go. Very cool. Alright, so this is the World Bearer, and he is incredibly tough to kill. Because he is a level 45 Lord, and he is the wing boss for this particular wing. Spider was the wing boss for the other wing. Now we're on the next wing, and it's this guy. Basically, the thing he does is you want to avoid those, and then eventually he's going to summon his little chicks, and we got to kill those chicks. And, yep, gotta kill him. I'll let you know what happens after we kill him. Okay, so he is up. He is up. He's dead, and we are ready to loot him. And Chosen, Marauder, and some repairable shoulders, and some dies. And, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. That's the end of this wing. Hey Boschmach, you forgot your standard again. Yep.